Hello, viscosity racers. We've been discussing viscosity and how low viscosity flows better, low flow, and high viscosity is a little slower. So it's time for condiment races. That's right, condiment races. I know, you just see my lower half of my mouth, but it's the best way to set this race up so you can see it all, the action, and not miss a thing. All right, so we're gonna have some condiments race down my racetrack here. You can see the 4 condiments here. At the end of my trail, once I tip it up, you'll see it. There's a finish line. Once one of the condiments finishes the race will stop, I'll lay it down. And at that point, we're gonna measure how far from the finish line all of them were. Of course, the one that wins the race will be 0 centimeters from the finish line. All right, so here's the condiments that I have picked for our viscosity races. This is exciting stuff, ladies and gentlemen, exciting stuff. All right, the first of our condiments today is going to be molasses. You ever heard of molasses? You ever heard of the term slower than molasses? Well, we're gonna find out just how slow molasses is because it is definitely going to be entered in our viscosity races. I've got a timer set up over here, so let's talk about it. So molasses is the first one. There it is, there's molasses, and that is in lane number 1. All right. In lane number 2, I'll have to pull these out of the way. We have my friend corn syrup, right? I think the detriment to the health of all Americans. Yeah, it's in everything. It's just a form of sugar, but it is rather sticky and it has a rather high viscosity. I obviously chose stuff that has a high viscosity that doesn't flow real easy. Next on our list is honey. Everybody loves a little honey. So we've got honey in lane number 3. And last but not least is, and of course, I'm gonna pull out the packet because this is what I used. Mustard, mustard. Oh, that's upside down. Try that again. Mustard, technically, but mustard. Okay, so our race is about to begin. I have to lick my fingers, get some of that honey off of there because it's, all right, ready? I'm gonna tip it up. I'm gonna hold it even so that all the racers have the same chance and you will see how great they're doing. On your mark, get set, go. There goes the race. Ooh, this is a good race. Look at all of those condiments running down. Remember, viscosity is how thick something is. High viscosity, thicker, low viscosity, not as thick, and will flow better. So right now, it is quite a race. Molasses and honey are doing quite a race. Look at the corn syrup and the mustard. Mustard's just kind of oozing as a large blob. And oh, this is quite a race. This is really, really, really intriguing and interesting video, Mr. Row Eater. Way to go. Ooh, look at him go. Well, let's see. Oh boy, it looks like we had some movement. Oh, it looked like it broke free. It looks like the corn syrup has broken free and is racing to the finish line. Oh, what a race. What a race. Look at that finish line. Someday we'll be done, people. Someday. Oh, and there they go, racing down the board. Racing down the board. It's gonna be a photo finish. It's gonna be a photo finish or not. We'll find out. Getting closer and closer. Oh, they're all quite viscous, I would say. Very thick, yes. Oh boy. This is gonna take me to get closer and have a real close look. Let's tip it up so we can see a little better. It looks to me like, oh, I can't start too early because it's still so slow. It's a photo finish, ladies and gentlemen. A photo finish, and oh, we might have a tie. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Oh, stop. It got there. It looks like it got there. It looks like lane number 3, honey, is the winner. Boy, that was close. And I tell you, that corn syrup was coming up fast. So let's see where we're at. All right, our timer, it was 1 minute and 53 seconds, it looks like to me. 1 minute, and I'm gonna write that down, 53 seconds, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. I'll show you my data table. You have the same data table, so you should actually be filling it out as we go. So molasses, corn syrup, honey, and mustard. Now, in order to graph this, we're going to have to calculate the distance from the finish line. And I put my ruler down somewhere, Mr. Ruler. Oh, here it is, right where I was sitting. Sorry about that. All right, I'm back. So distance from the finish line, and of course, science class, we're going to use metric system. So let's go with the winner. The honey, the winner, my honey's the winner, had 0 centimeters. 0 centimeters. You know what? We might have to do this, but let's just start with 0 centimeters. All right, honey, the winner was 0 centimeters. Corn syrup, I'm going to go ahead and measure the corn syrup from the finish line. I can't tip it up, so you have to trust me on this one. Corn syrup is 0.4 centimeters. 0.4 centimeters. We might want to convert this to millimeters, but that'll be easy. We're good at that now. All right, and molasses. Molasses looks like, to me, like it had 0.2 centimeters. Molasses had 0.2 centimeters. I like to say molasses just because sometimes the people from the South say molasses. Hello, Miss Mizuraco's here. And the most viscous, or the highest viscosity, was the mustard. And, you know, everybody has to sometime. All right, so let's check it out. That is 11.5 centimeters. Mustard, 11.5 centimeters. Now, because our race was so close, we had a photo finish, Ms. Mizuraco.
That's exciting.
It was something else. Because our race was so slow, I really think it's advantageous, or to your advantage, to move it into millimeters. So let's go ahead and do that. Molasses, we're going to call it 2 millimeters. Corn syrup would be 4 millimeters. Honey, of course, the winner, my honey, was 0 millimeters. And mustard is 115 millimeters. Oh, shame on you, mustard. You are so viscous. You have such high viscosity that you're slow. All right, there's the photo finish. There's the data. All right, go ahead and graph it out. See ya.